Welcome back. Good morning, Four States. This is where the community comes to talk at the table. Now, this has been going on since 1974, which was a good year. Oh, let's go ahead and say that.
Well, it must have been a good year for wine.
Exactly. Freistatt is the place. Ernte-fest. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we've had it since '74, and what we try to do is gather money for the community.
Yeah. Over $500,000 since then, yeah?
Well, and yes.
Probably more than that.
Well, I'll tell you what, all the stuff that the Lions have done over the years is just unbelievable.
Yeah. What are some of the things that the Lions Club does to help that?
Well, food for the food banks, and also seeing eye, and we help a lot with the blind.
Yeah, you guys are really known for that, and you're known for Ernte-fest, a big event that's going to be taking place August 21st, 22nd. Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Well, this year we're only having it one day.
Okay.
We've always had it Friday and Saturday, and because, well, football keeps sneaking in. As old football coach, you know, Friday night, guys like to be in action, so that's taken away, and school's starting earlier all the time. So this year, after we missed last year, we want to start out and just have one day again this year. We'll see what happens and try to go more next year, I'm sure. Yeah,
for those who don't know about Ernte-fest, what kind of takes place during the day?
Well, nothing during the day, but the evening time we start out with the Polka Meisters, 5 to 9, and then we got Bobby Dagonia, 9 to 12.
Excellent.
And then we have food and games, and we have bingo back again this year.
Excellent. So, food and libation and music, and I can come out and do the chicken dance.
Well, absolutely.
Is that an invitation?
Well, absolutely. And can we bring the camera along, because I want to see you dance now, because I'm going to clap, because my knees don't work like they used to.
Oh, that's great.
Well, all the... Boy, you got that down. See, you've been practicing.
So it's Ernte-fest. Around 10,000 visitors usually come to this Saturday night. Looking forward to it. How do they get their tickets real quick?
Well, actually, all you have to do is show up.
Okay.
And you can come in. If you're 21, you get in the beer garden and have the libations we're talking about. And the food is in there, too. And bingo, of course, outside. And there's some games and jump house for the kids.
Excellent. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you.
Well, thanks for having us. I tell you what, it's big because all the things that we do and help promote it, that's what it's all about, community.
That's it. All right. Ernte-fest, it's happening. All right, log on to Facebook and 4stateshomepage.com if you want some more information on it. We got more Good Morning 4 States on the way. Stay with us.
All right, you shingles, it's been a wet and wild spring. You've been holding on well, but some of you are letting water get past you.
Seriously, Sarge? It's so hot my asphalt is burning, and I'm springing more leaks than the government.
You've just got to hold on. Oh, no, here we go. It's a pop-up storm. Get a grip, Shingletons. This is what you signed up for.
Does your roof need some love, maybe some repairs, or maybe it's time for a whole new roof? Call Glidewell Roof this summer to take care of those issues, or get a new roof for as low as $99 a month. Glidewell Roof, simply the best around.
Hey, it's the S-Man from Car Credit. Do you have bad credit? Well, we understand, and we will treat you right and get you into a quality vehicle. We have a new website designed with you in mind. It's fast, it's simple, and it works. Go online to carcreditjoplin.com, see our inventory, and get fully approved. That's right, you can know before you come in you are fully approved. We don't play games. Honest, good people selling quality cars. And remember, I say yes, you're approved.
Yes, you're approved.
No matter where you work, our team works for your team. With job-ready, rugged apparel, we're here for you to help you stand up and stand out. Our gear is built and branded for you, the builders, the growers, the makers, and the doers. Your work, our gear. Key for business. Visit us online at keyapparelstore.com.
4 easy steps to buying a gun. Step 1. Go to Liberty Tree Guns. Find your perfect gun from our wide selection of new and used firearms. Step 2. Call your significant other. gain approval of your purchase. Step 3, realize that you are a strong, confident individual. No one tells you what to do. Step 4, check out Pay It All Now or 10% down with 90 days to pay using our Freedom Buyers Club. Buy and sell used and new guns, ammo, and more. Liberty Tree Guns, across from Lowe's in Carthage, or visit us online at libertytreeguns.com.
I'm glad to be a part of something positive that strives to improve the education experience for all.
My priority is getting kids to school and home again safely. With MSTA, I'm never alone.
Just know, whenever you need us, we're only a phone call away.
We're here to help you any way we can so you can focus on your job.
We're strong, but we're missing one thing.
You. Join the best education professionals in Missouri. Chances are, your colleagues already have.
Time once again for Business Showcase. I'm Shelby. I'm back with Brody Rink here at Lowry Hearing. We have this cool phone behind us.
Yes, we do.
You want to tell us how this works and what it can do for people?
Sure. So I had this on your show a while back. What's really cool now is we don't have to have a phone line and we don't have to have internet. It's got a cellular phone built into it. So if you live out in the sticks or if you just don't have any internet access at all, we've got a phone for you. What this phone does, it gives you your captions, as you can see, but it's also, the speakerphone's very loud. Also, the handset gets very loud. So those people with, hearing impairments can still use the phone. It's a huge, huge deal for patients. So
this is really going to be handy for a lot of people.
Absolutely, yeah. Brings the family members back together. Mom and dad can't talk to the kids, across the United States. So it's pretty cool.
It is really cool. I see the text kind of scrolling through there, and it's so easy to read. Like you said, it's really loud. It just really is helpful to people, and then you don't even have to have internet hookup or anything like that.
Absolutely. It's completely free also. There's no cost. They come and set it up for you, show you how to use it, no cost at all.
That's even better if they come in and show you how to use it, right? I hate to have to learn new technology.
Yeah.
Now, you also were telling me you really need to come in and have your hearing aids checked.
Absolutely, you bet. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids from me, come in and let us do a clean and check. I like to do my patients every 3 months. We take the hearing aids apart, clean them, put them back together, listen to them, make sure they're performing the way they should.
Yes, you might get used to it, and it may not be performing like you think it should be.
Absolutely.
And you've gotten used to it that way, so once you come in and get them checked, that probably helps a lot.
Yep, it's like night and day.
I bet that it is. Now, tell everybody where you're located.
We're at 2640 East 32nd, Suite 11, right here in Joplin.
Okay, we can check you out online, too.
Perfect.
Thanks so much, Brody.
Thank you.
The preceding paid commercial program does not reflect the opinions and views of Mission Broadcasting and Nexstar Incorporated, this station, or their employees and affiliates.
And welcome back to taking a live look outside our tower cam here in Joplin. Looks like some cotton candy skies is what that sunrise is. 6:25 is the current time. Thanks for waking up with us on this Tuesday morning on Good Morning Four States. And some of us are actually waking up to a little bit of rain starting to make its way into Veneta, making its way out of Parsons right now. This system up here is dying near Nevada. We're just seeing a little bit of rain, maybe some lightning and thunder, but these are quickly moving. Isolated showers and storms are going to continue through today, tomorrow, Thursday, and even into Friday and Saturday as well. Temperatures out the door right now, 72 in Joplin, 70 in Pittsburgh and Stockton, 71 Nevada, Chanute, Coffeyville, 73 in Grove and Veneta. And as we go through our day, it's going to be very similar to what we saw yesterday. Temperatures in the afternoon in the upper 80s. That's the best chance to see some more isolated storms pop up across all of the area as we go through the day, and much of the same can also be expected tomorrow and really through the rest of the week. Howie, Bubba, back to you.
All right, Facebook. Some old slogans or jingles that you remember from, like when you were kids and stuff like that. And my whole life is made up of jingles.
I sing them. I don't even know what I'm doing sometimes I'm singing.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
Yeah, like that.
Let's see. Oh, the Big Mac, 2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese.
That's classic. You know that only ran for like 6 or 8 weeks?
I know, and I remember
still
the
know
whole
it to this day.
thing.
Oh, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us.
Yeah, Jeffrey the Giraffe.
Oh, that's so good.
All right. Anyway, hop on Facebook, have a good time with us, and you'll sing along as well.
Oh, yeah.
All right, more news weather after the break. Some celebrities, we got a few of them. Donnie Wahlberg.
I'm a big fan.
He's 52. NFL coach John Gruden, 58. Sean Penn, 61. Belinda Carlisle.
From the
Belinda
Go-Go's,
63,
right?
Yeah. And Robert De Niro is 78 today.
Are you talking to me? Hey, if you'd like to announce a birthday or anniversary, just send us an email. Our address is gmfs@kode12.tv. We're going to have more on Good Morning Four States. Stay with us.
My beloved.
There is something better than an episode of Home Economics.
What?
That's a marathon of home economics.
Love it.
Spend a full night with the hit comedy.
It's like the best.
The Home Economics Marathon, tonight on ABC.
It's time to get back together. Back to workouts and hangouts. Back to big hits, big throws, and big celebrations. Getting back together safely starts with getting vaccinated. COVID-19 vaccines are free and effective, but it's okay to still have questions. The choice is yours. Visit mostopscovid.com or call 877-435-8411 for answers and find an appointment near you. We're stronger together.
Are you tired of never being able to get a hold of a plumber? Call Jim at Gemini Plumbing. Jim will always answer the phone 24 hours a day for emergency services. Jim with Gemini has over 26 years experience with commercial and residential to take care of all your plumbing needs. Call Jim with Gemini today.
We're here for your family. We're here for you. At Joplin Dental Care, you're the reason we do what we do. For exceptional care, we're always there. At Joplin Dental Care. We go that extra mile to care for your smile. Joplin Dental Care.
Would you like to join a leading global automotive and industrial supplier that's been delivering groundbreaking inventions in the fields of motion and mobility for over 70 years? Then join Scheffler. We offer great pay, including a $1,500 hiring bonus, excellent benefits, and stability for you and your family. Be part of a company that's committed to investing and growing in the Joplin community, now and in the future. Apply today online or in person at 3900 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Doctor's orders for blood work, lab health, and Carthage can help. Most insurance accepted, and we have a lower cost self-pay option. Come to our small office to have your A1C, vitamin D, and thyroid tested. We also provide a comprehensive metabolic panel along with a lipid panel. Lab health and Carthage, your safe option right now.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Welcome to Kitchen Essentials. Come see us for your kitchen gadgets, cookware, USA-made bakeware, and unique gift items. And don't forget the coffee.
Go to 4stateshomepage.com professionals.
You're watching Good Morning 4 States.
Yes, every morning on your TV, you can find us right here. Good morning, 4 States. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's scurry on over to the Weather Center, and we'll be back. Alexis, what's it looking like this morning?
Yeah, it's going to be very similar to what we saw yesterday. One difference, though, is that some of us are waking up to a little bit of rain this morning. We've been talking about isolated storms being in the forecast all week long. That's going to continue, but some of us are waking up. Looks like a little bit of some storms making its way into Veneta. There's a little bit of rain south of the viewing area right now, and really what we're going to be watching, though, is all of this rain struggling to maintain its energy, and once it loses that energy, it's going to move on out of here, and we'll see some dry conditions throughout the rest of the day, like we're seeing right now in Joplin. I would expect, though, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, hardly any sunshine, and then rain is expected to pop back up yet again this afternoon. But if you're waking up, heading out the door this morning, 72 is the current temperature. That dew point, though, in the upper 60s. That's when the humidity starts to increase, but it's not going to be nearly as bad as it was last week. What that humidity is going to do for us is just bring us some isolated storm chances, especially as we head into the afternoon, as those could pop up yet again. 88 is that high for today, and much of the same can be expected tomorrow, Thursday, and really through the rest of the week. I'll talk about what you can expect with my hour-by-hour track coming up in just a few minutes. But first, back to you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Alexis. Let's get that morning meme going. We got that? Okay, the morning meme. Of course, it has to do with puppy dogs.
Oh, nice.
Is it up there? There we go. Look. Without a doubt, the greatest chew toy ever invented.
Agreed. That's beautiful.
That's great. I love it.
Dog.
We'd find out where to find one of those.
That's adorable.
That's so cute.
That's great.
All right, there you go. Still a little giggle. this morning. Giggity, giggity.
Why not?
This is going to be fun. You were down there last year, Jesse James Days, or the year before last, in Pineville. It's going to be happening right there on the square coming up. You made it down there last year. There's always a ton of things going on there.
I love it. They have right on the square. They've got so many activities. I love the bingo, because it's not just for cash or anything, but they have these great prizes that you can win, and they have the live auction, all kinds of vendors, and a lot of fun for sure.
Of course, it's to commemorate the filming of the 1938
That's wild.
Hollywood movie, Jesse James, starring Henry Fonda.
I mean, big deal.
Henry Fonda.
Yeah.
Come on.
Filmed right there in Pineville.
Right there in Pineville.
Yeah, good stuff.
So if you get a chance, go on down there. Webb City Police Department's doing this. Since school's starting back, you know, kids can be walking to and from school and things like that. Just good to be, you know, aware. The Webb City Police Department, with the Webb City Farmers Market, they're handing out those free child identification kits at the morning meal on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., you know?
Well, this is one of those things, as a parent, if you've got, especially if you're school-age kids, you know, that are getting out of the house and they're, you know, you want to be able to control everything your kid does, but you just can't. You're not going to be there all the time. It's always nice to have these kits just to make sure that you have updated information available no matter what the situation.
I think it should just be a reset. At the beginning of every school year, go ahead and get one, reset, going through information with your child. Hey, this is what you do in this event. This is what you don't do.
And I think it educates the child as well. It's a great opportunity to open that conversation back up about what to be aware of.
There you go.
Situational awareness. Hey, Jungle Cruise. Yeah, can you smell what the rock's cooking? Well, we're going to in a little bit. Our producer's pick this morning is Jungle Cruise. How many stars they're going to get? Amanda's going to tell us all about it at 6:42.
Yes, she is. All right, let's turn over to Action 12's Jessica Jukic at the news desk. Jessica?
Here's a look at today's news headlines. The Carthage School Board is preparing for back to school. Last night, the Carthage School Board finalized their Tigers Back to School plan. The district will make masks optional in classrooms, but students will have to wear a mask while riding the school bus. Carthage schools hired additional staff to lower class sizes and say they will continue cleaning frequently and contact tracing.
Right now, they're not being forced to wear a mask like we did last year. It's their opportunity. We just need to make sure the parents understand that their kids will be quarantined if they are not wearing a mask and they're next to a person who tests positive.
I'm glad that my younger children don't have to go into school with a mask requirement.
The district came to the decision after talking to the Jasper County Health Department, Mercy Hospital Carthage representatives, and other school districts. The Carthage School District is accepting applications for a new school board member. The school board is looking to fill a board member position after their president, Lee Elif Pound, resigned. The district will post the position on August 24th and is accepting applications until September 7th. From September 7th to the 13th, the committee will review the applications and narrow it down to 3 candidates. The final 3 will be interviewed by the committee, and they will then vote on the decision at the September 20th board meeting.
There are specific requirements to be a board member. We have to come in and look at our laws that we have in place. Obviously, you have to be a Carthage community member, and beyond that, some age requirements also.
He says the school board will reorganize once a new member is chosen. Right now, Vice President Nikki Cloud is filling in as the interim school board president. To apply for the board member position, go to 4stateshomepage.com. Student parking will look a little different at One Southwest Missouri High School. Construction of the new Performing Arts Center and indoor practice facility at Neosho High School means some student parking spaces had to be moved. 160 parking spaces were added to the south side of the high school. Additionally, bus drivers will also be dropping off students on the south end of the school.
You know, obviously with all the great things with these projects going on, we're going to have some different situations for students, how they're going to arrive and leave school, and just be patient as we work through those, and we'll adjust things as needed.
Parking is expected to go back to normal in the next 18 to 24 months. That's a look at today's news headlines. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Jessica. We appreciate you. 6:36. Well, the government has announced an investigation into the safety of the autopilot feature in Tesla vehicles.
ABC's Gio Benitez has the details in today's GMA First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look.
Are you concerned? Well, absolutely. Look, we've been concerned about these systems in Tesla at Consumer Reports for years.
A massive auto safety investigation covering nearly every Tesla sold in this country since 2014, all because of that autopilot feature.
Ironically, because Tesla's system builds so much confidence in consumers, they are likely to start checking out.
At least 17 people have been injured and 1 person killed in these series of accidents. Most of the Teslas hitting first responder vehicles when it was dark.
Can the vehicle actually see this stuff? Is the vehicle mistaking this stuff for something else and thinking these aren't hazards? That's huge. Is Tesla doing enough to ensure that drivers are paying attention to the road?
And we'll have much more on this investigation coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
It's time to dust yourself off and get back in there. Pick up the perfect look for the first day back. Curbside or in-store. At Macy's.
Are your sneezes putting your friends in awkward positions? Stick with Zyrtec. Zyrtec starts working hard at hour 1 and works twice as hard when you take it again the next day. Zyrtec, muddle no more.
Why new Woolite? Because it was specially formulated to protect synthetics and blends from damage in the wash, like fading, stretching, and pilling. New Woolite has Evercare, a first-of-its-kind formula that keeps today's fabrics looking like new. New Woolite with Evercare.
Nicorette knows quitting smoking is freaking hard. You get advice like, try hypnosis. Or quit cold turkey.
Kidding me?
Instead, start small with Nicorette, which can lead to something big. Start stopping with Nicorette.
And now, your Storm Tracker forecast with Alexis Clemens.
Well, the big weather story for this week is going to be those isolated storms that we've been talking about. Some of us already saw a few yesterday afternoon, and a few of us are actually waking up to some this morning. So that's the big story, is isolated storms this week. Temperatures not expected to really fluctuate at all. They're going to be right around average for this time of year. However, we're going to be watching another system that's going to bring us our best rain chance on Friday. Then our temperatures are actually going to increase going into next week. So here's kind of what we're seeing on a national level. Tropical Storm Fred made landfall in the Florida Panhandle at about 3 p.m. local time yesterday. And what it's doing is providing a lot of rain up the East Coast. And what it's doing for us is pushing this boundary that you can see with this brown line here back toward us here in the 4 states. That's bringing some more rain chances that are really just kind of those storms popping up across the area. And that's going to continue through today into tomorrow, next couple of days. And you can even see radar this morning. We have a few storms making their way into Veneta towards Grove right now as well. That rain that we saw in southeast Kansas earlier this morning already has weakened, and we're not seeing any more of that there. So you can see that these are very quickly moving storms. They pop up and then they disintegrate, and that's kind of what we're going to be seeing. So I think through the midday hours, will be dry, just cloudy. It is going to be mostly cloudy throughout the day, and then this afternoon those storms should pop up yet again. The best chance for storms during this time of year is always in the afternoon when it's the warmest, and some of those storms could linger into the evening, but as the night progresses, those should move on out of here. And really what you can do, copy and paste the forecast for today into tomorrow. Because as we head into the afternoon tomorrow, we have another chance for some isolated storms here and there through Wednesday, even into Thursday and Friday as well. But as we near Thursday night, what we're going to be watching is this cold front, which actually not going to cool us down at all. What it's going to do is just provide more rain chances. That's going to continue. I think the best chance for rain actually with this system is going to be Friday morning. So we'll start to see rain chances increase Thursday night into Friday. Just some rain, maybe some thunder and lightning here and there. But what that front will do is as it moves to our east, it's going to move all that rain out of here. So lingering showers possible late into Friday and into Saturday as well. But by Sunday, as that front moves on out of here, that's where the rain's going to be. So that rain will be off to our east by Sunday. I think we'll be dry, but we'll start to warm up by the end of the weekend and into next week. 88 is the high for today, just on and off isolated storms like we talked about here and there. So grab the umbrellas for today, but just know that you won't need it all day. And some of us might not even see rain. So we just, it just depends where those storms pop up. But I do think that some of us in the 4 states will definitely see some later today. 70 is the low for tonight. Remember, those isolated evening storms moving on out of here by the morning. It'll be partly cloudy and a little muggy as that humidity will ramp up just a little bit. We'll be in the upper 80s throughout the rest of the week. Remember, on and off isolated storms through about Friday. Then we'll see some lingering rain into Saturday. We should dry off by Sunday as we warm up into next week. Howie, back to you.
you smell what the Disney's cooking?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, I did.
A little bit?
I did.
Amanda, our producer here with the producer's pick, and Jungle Cruise is it.
That's what we're talking about this week.
Very good.
And this is the first one I think I've talked about that is actually available in theaters too.
Ah, you're right.
So yeah. So it's in theaters. It's on Disney Plus. You can get it with Premier Access. That's what we ended up doing because I'm a homebody. So, but yeah.
It's good. So give us a little synopsis of.
Yes. So the action in this one. This is super action packed, and it was so much fun. It starts right from the beginning. All right. Lily Houghton, played by Emily Blunt.
Right.
Fantastic actress, by the way. She and her brother are presenting this sort of like research at a men's only club type thing, and she sort of like sneaks behind the scenes to go steal an artifact that is supposed to help her find a tree that is supposed to heal anything.
Yeah.
So that's how it begins.
That's the setup.
Yeah, she's actually like infiltrating this men's club to go steal an artifact. And then she takes a trip to the Amazon with her brother. She sort of like drags her brother along throughout all of this. And they hire a skipper named, Frank. I forgot for a second there. Yeah, Frank. It's The Rock.
Frank Rock.
Played by The Rock. And it sort of goes from there.
Yeah.
And as we get to know the characters a little bit, you learn that Lily's very much an adventurous go-getter. She never takes no for an answer.
It's kind of Disney's adventure movie.
Yes. And it is fantastic. Like I said, she sort of drags her poor brother along.
Yeah.
He's not quite as adventurous as she is, but he gets dragged along anyway. And then you sort of learn that Frank likes bad jokes. And he's a little bit of a con artist.
So it's good for adults and kids in that regard.
It is. And like I said, that's super action-packed, full of comedy. And I watched it with the whole family. Everybody enjoyed this one. It is a little bit scary in parts. It is PG-13, and that's for, the action and the adventure, and there's a little bit of violence in there. So it is PG-13, but my 6-year-old, she gave it, I believe she said it was 1,000 trillion stars.
What? I don't think we've ever had a movie get 1,000 trillion.
No. That's the first time she's rated that one 1,000 trillion stars. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. It was really, really enjoyable. It was a little bit slow in parts, but like I said, it was super fun. Lots of action, lots of comedy, tons of adventure. My 13-year-olds, they were actually the ones to request this. They are giving it 5 out of 5.
All right, so there you go. You got kids. Trillion, billion, or something like that?
1,000 trillion.
Okay, so that's pretty good. Then 5 stars, and then Amanda's giving it 4 stars. So you're not quite as hip as them, I guess.
It did have something for everyone. Even my husband, he laughed out loud during several different parts of the movie.
That's great.
So.
Well, grab it and the family and watch it. That is the producer's pick with Miss Amanda. You're on Good Morning 4 State. Stay with us.